any leading
to have you scramble to get here. I really appreciate it.
We go live to Charlottesville. This is a live news conference with Chief Tim Longo on the search for Heather Graham.
But again, we appreciate you being here. I want to begin my remarks, which will be very, very brief, by saying that our investigation is still ongoing. We still have some information that we hope to receive in the next couple days that is related to our case. So I won't take any of your questions tonight, and I won't go into any of these additional details with regard to the information that we're still waiting to get over the next few days. But we'll assure you that once we have that information, we'll be very forthright. We've been working very hard over the past almost 9 days in relation to this case. And this afternoon, we reached that point where the Commonwealth felt we had sufficient probable cause to seek an arrest warrant. So we appeared before Magistrate Detective Sergeant Mooney did late this afternoon, very late this afternoon, and obtained an arrest warrant for Jesse Leroy Matthew Jr. of Charlottesville, charging him with a Class 2 felony of abduction with the intent to defile. Now, I've learned just seconds before walking in here that a wanted poster has begun to circulate. It was our intention this evening to let you know that wanted poster, if it is not already in your hands, will be sent to you electronically. I've already given it to Miriam to make sure that it gets out to you so that you can very promptly, we would appreciate very promptly, get that out so that folks here in the Commonwealth and our adjoining states and around the country know that Mr. Matthew is wanted for this very serious offense. I appreciate and anticipate your understanding that I'm not in a position to speak much further because we're still waiting on some additional stuff that we have that's pertaining to our case, and we want to make sure that when we begin to talk a little bit more about how we got to this point, I can be a bit more transparent with you with respect to that. May never be in a position to talk to the specifics of the evidence because we're at that stage, critical stage in this process where now we begin, one, trying to locate Mr. Matthew. There's state and federal resources that have been released and deployed to help accomplish that task. And then between now and the time that this matter goes to trial, we need to be very sensitive about the information that we share and to respect and protect that process. So I know this has been a very brief time. You've gone to a lot of effort for such a short period of time, but it's important that we keep this to the information that we were able to release tonight, and assure you that as we move forward, we'll continue to share information with you. It was important to me that you hear this information from me first. I'm disappointed that in the last few minutes that has not happened by virtue of the fact that poster's out there. But that being said, I respect that you'll do your due diligence to get the information out there to your audience so we can bring Mr. Matthew into custody and hopefully get his cooperation. So again, thank you very much. We deeply, deeply appreciate your interest in this case. I know Hannah's mom and dad deeply appreciate your interest in this case and the manner in which you've respected them and you've respected these facts. Information still continues to come in, I believe, as a result of the manner in which you're covering this story. So, again, thank you, and we'll be in touch shortly.
Breaking news from Chief Tim Longo. The Charlottesville Police Department has just issued an arrest warrant for Jesse Matthew in the disappearance of missing UVA student Hannah Graham. He's still speaking.
We absolutely are continuing our search for Hannah, even as we speak, and we will continue our search for Hannah. And thank you so much for reminding me to stress that point, because it's a very important one. You all have a good night.
Thank you. All right, so the official charge against Jesse Matthew is abduction with intent to defile. Earlier, we learned that bags of clothing were taken in a search of Jesse Matthew's apartment. He's the last person who's believed to have spent time with Graham before she disappeared a week and a half ago. Police also put out a wanted poster that shows Matthew as being sought. So that's the very latest live coverage here on News Channel 8. We've got more news coming up after this break.